Just take a look at this beautiful broccoli layered with just unbelievable fresh garlic sauce. Absolutely fantastic.
How about some beautiful, delicious broccoli with garlic sauce? Yes, 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 it's gonna be fantastic. Listen, first thing we're gonna do here is I've got a pot of water boiling and I'm gonna put some salt in it. If you can come and look at here. If you don't have, I really recommend getting a strainer like this. This is great for blanching vegetables. I mean, it's fantastic. So if you need one, maybe I'll leave a link where you can get one in the description box so you can pick one up. They're really, really handy. So we're gonna put some salt in here, probably about 3 tablespoons into the, so we have salted water. And then we've got some fresh broccoli. This was 1 head of broccoli that I've cut into florets here. Not really florets, but kind of short stems, okay? And that's exactly what we're looking for. Now, I want to tell you, one of the things you can do is go ahead and get frozen broccoli. I like the spears. If you can find frozen broccoli in the spears, then you don't have to go through the blanching process that we're doing here. Technique here is going to be blanching, and then we're going to be sautéing. Okay, broccoli with garlic sauce. So the first step is the blanching. This is why this strainer is so valuable. So what we'll do is we'll put this broccoli in here. And when you blanch, all you're really trying to do is just par cook. We want to get the chlorophyll to come to light, which basically means we want to get it nice and green color. And again, the beautiful thing about this strainer is we won't have to just take each one out. We can just pull the whole strainer out. Now, if you were to make this broccoli with garlic sauce maybe ahead of time and you wanted to wait till the last minute for your guests to come before you finish the second process, which is the sautéing, then what you would do is that once you take this broccoli out after it's been blanched, okay, then you would want to immediately dip it into some cold water, ice water preferably, to stop the cooking, because otherwise it will do what we call in cooking drift, which means the heat that's inside of the stem and inside it will continue to cook, right? So if you dump it into some cold water, okay, then that will stop the cooking process, all right? Well, there you have it. Or like I said, you can just go ahead and get frozen. You don't have to worry about the blanching process. But I thought it was important to show you that this is really a cool way to do it from start to finish. And by the way, when you dump it into cold water, the term for that is called shocking. So you would be shocking your vegetables and stopping the cooking process. But in this case, since we're going to go straight to a sauté pan, we don't have to do that. So, okay, so you can see that is perfect. And it's getting some of that flavor from the salt too. So that's exactly what we want. So we will turn our heat completely off. And then we will take our strainer out carefully, just like so. Drain. And right into our sauté pan, like that. All right. And then we just remove our strainer and get back up on here. And now we have our beautiful broccoli in our sauté pan. And we're going to immediately hit this with some extra virgin olive oil and some sesame oil. With the sesame oil, you only want about a tablespoon, all right? And then we're going to hit it with some salt, kosher salt, and black pepper, just like that. Let's get this heat going again. And what we're doing here is we just want to get these to get nice brown, slightly brown and crusty as they're giving off of their flavor onto the bottom of this pan, creating a first layer of flavor. Actually, the first layer of flavor was the blanching in the salt water. And now we're just gonna get another layer of flavor by getting some crust on there. And we're gonna help that by using some unsalted whole butter as well. And what that does, the fat in this butter will help with getting some color on this broccoli as we make this beautiful broccoli and garlic sauce. You guys will not believe how this is going to turn out. It's going to be fantastic. So we're going to let this go for a minute. And while that's going, let's start making our sauce that's going to go on top. We're going to let this keep going like that. So I've got a bowl here. What we're going to do is we're going to add about 1.5 cups of chicken stock. Vegetable stock would work as well. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, just like that. I'm going to mix that in there like that. Get that nice and mixed in. Just like that. Perfect. Now we check back on our broccoli. What are we doing here? All right. Now once you've got this going, with the heat going, now it's time to add some garlic. So we've got garlic paste, as I always use, and it's going to be the equivalent of about 4 cloves. So it's pretty heavy, but again, we're making broccoli with garlic sauce. And I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper, chili flake, about 1 teaspoon. I'm going to add some ginger, about 1 teaspoon. Smells so good. And there you have it. Get this mixed in. Another layer of flavor. All right. Now, at this point, you can see what's happening here. It's already kind of, with that butter and the garlic, you can see it's creating its own little sauce, which is exactly what we're looking for. And it's getting all of this broccoli coated nicely. When we come back, we'll introduce the sauce that we just made with the cornstarch, and then I have an extra little secret ingredient I want to add to this. It's going to take it to a whole other level, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, come on in here. We've let cooking cook here, as we always do. We're developing layers of flavor. As you can see, we're starting to get some nice crust on there, which is what we're looking for. Look at all this flavor down here. Oh, so amazing. Oh, it's just going to be so delicious. Now, my secret ingredient, so important, anchovy paste. Don't freak out. I know some of you have seen me use this in other recipes before. This takes it to another level. So we're going to use about 1 teaspoon of anchovy paste. We'll put it right in the pan, just like that. And this is going to add what we call umami flavor, which is just it's just going to elevate the flavor of this entire dish. And I wanted to cook that anchovy paste because that's going to create another flavor. If it was just raw, it's one thing, which is fine, but having some heat on it turns it into something even more powerful. Really gets that umami in here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heat way down to about a low simmer, like that. And we're going to add our sauce that we made earlier with the cornstarch. Here we go, just like so. Probably going to add about 1/4 cup in there to start. And let's see how this works out. It's picking up all of the font on the bottom here. Oh, it's looking so good. It's smelling amazing. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. That's thickened up beautifully into a beautiful sauce. I'm going to turn the heat completely off. Add a little bit more of the sauce here. Like so. My goodness. Wow. And again, you've heard me talk a lot about time, temperature, and technique. This is what it's all about here. Letting cooking cook, creating this beautiful broccoli smothered in this garlic sauce. It's a great side dish. And by the way, if you want to learn more about techniques and stuff like that, you can pick up my ebook. It's an instructional blueprint on how to cook, elevate your cooking confidence. It's not a cookbook, but what it does do is it teaches you everything about what pan to use, what spices to use, when to do something, when not to do something. It's a great guide. If you want that, I'll leave a link in the description box below, along with this entire recipe. So there you have it. All right, so we've got this just simmering right now. When we come back, we'll plate this up. We'll finish it off. We'll take a bite. Looks so good. It smells even better. Be right back. All right, come on in here. Look at this. We've got this. All the sauce is reduced down. All the layers of flavor have picked up. I'm just going to plate this up here. And again, if you love vegetables, you want a good side dish, this is spectacular. And I love broccoli, but I like doing it different ways, and this is one of my favorites. The flavor is outstanding. Like that. Then we're going to take some sesame seeds, top like that, and there you have it. Broccoli and garlic sauce. Oh my goodness, this looks so delicious. Little housekeeping here, and here we go. It is time for the moment of truth. Wow. That is bursting with flavor. The red pepper comes through, but gosh, I'm telling you, that umami from the anchovy paste is a trick and tip that you will never, you won't regret using. You have to get some. Look at this piece here. Look at that. Perfectly cooked. Look at that. Beautiful sauce. Look at that draped on there. Stop me. I can eat this whole thing. I can eat this whole dish. It's that good. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. So listen, the next time you're looking for something easy to make as a side dish, you're looking for something to do easy with vegetables, especially with broccoli, let's recap real quick. We used fresh broccoli this time. We blanched it. Again, if you wanted to do this beforehand, you would want to blanch and then shock in some ice cold water. But today we went straight ahead. So we went blanching, then to a saute pan. We made our garlic sauce. We let the broccoli develop some color, letting cooking cook. Then we added our sauce on top. We let that develop another layer of flavor, let that come down. We added the anchovy paste at the last minute for the umami flavor. Then we finished that off with some sesame seeds on top, and my goodness, I cannot wait to hear how yours turns out. I know it's going to be fantastic. Thank you for watching this episode of Chef Brian's Kitchen. I am Chef Brian, and remember, as always, eat well and stay healthy.